The world is not lacking in sound. It is lacking in silence. We rush to react, to explain, and accidentally surrender our weapons to the noisy crowd. Every notification and every sharp comment pulls at your peace. You feel a desperate urge to speak, to defend your honor against digital ghosts and shadows. But look at the ancient stone, unmoved by the howling wind. It does not need to justify its existence or its value to the tempest surrounding it. True power lies in the pause. In that quiet space between a provocation and your response, your freedom and your character are born and tested today. Do you truly need to speak to prove you are right? A king does not shout to be heard. His presence alone commands the entire room. Learn the art of silence. It is not an absence of sound, but a profound presence of mind. Prepare to enter your own inner fortress now. Epictetus was born into the harsh chains of slavery, yet his mind remained more free than those who held the whip over his tired, aching body. He understood a vital truth. They can bind your legs, they can lash your back, but your will remains an impregnable fortress if you truly choose. Silence was his ultimate strategy. By refusing to let his tormentors disturb his inner peace, he rendered their cruelty powerless and their insults entirely meaningless. Imagine your soul as a massive seawall. The waves of the world may crash and foam, but they cannot move the foundations of your character. In the heat of conflict, the one who speaks least often controls the most. Your silence is a shield made of cold, unyielding, and tempered steel. Epictetus taught that we should not seek to change the world, but to master our own reactions. This is the birth of the invincible man. Every word you hold back is a victory for your soul. You are building a sanctuary where no external chaos can ever hope to enter. On the cold frontiers of the empire, Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself. He knew that the best revenge is to not become like your enemy. He faced betrayal, war, and plague, yet his journals reflect a man who found absolute stillness within the eye of the storm surrounding his throne. Why do you care when a stranger judges you? Be like the wolf who does not turn his head when the distant village dogs bark incessantly. Their words are just air. If you do not accept the gift of an insult, it still belongs to the person who tried to give it. Silence is your declaration that your energy is far too precious for their ignorance. You are choosing to preserve your peace over winning a trivial argument. You owe no explanation to those committed to misunderstanding you. Let your actions speak, or better yet, let the results of your character be the witness. To justify is to seek validation. A man who knows his worth seeks nothing from the crowd. He stands alone, firm in his own truth. Take a breath. Feel the power in your lungs and the stillness in your heart. You are the master of this moment, right here and now. Control is not about dominating others. It is about the supreme governance of yourself. This is the highest form of human achievement and spiritual authority. Chaos arrives in many forms: a harsh word from a boss, a family dispute, or the constant draining pressure of social media's endless noisy demands. When the storm breaks, the instinct of the weak is to scream back. They are slaves to their emotions, tossed about like leaves in a gale. But the master observes. He uses silence to create a safe gap between the stimulus and the response. In that gap, wisdom finds its voice. Visualize a shield of light around you. The insults and the anger of others are like black smoke, hitting the barrier and simply dissipating into nothingness. The world moves fast, but you remain still. This is not passivity. It is an active, focused engagement with your own internal reality and divine purpose. Ask yourself in the heat of the moment, does this truly require my reaction? Usually, the answer is a resounding no. Save your precious strength. Walking away in silence is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate flex of power. It shows that you are completely unshakable and free. Your internal energy is a finite resource. Do not leak it through the cracks of useless debate or the ego's desperate, hungry need to be seen. Mastering turmoil means being the calm center of the cyclone. Everything around you may be falling apart, but within you, there is only deep peace. Silence gives you the perspective to see the truth. When you stop talking, you start seeing the hidden motives and the underlying reality of every situation. Build your mental immunity through daily practice. Silence is a muscle that must be trained in the quiet hours before the world wakes and demands. Discipline in the body leads to discipline in the mind. Every rep, every breath taken in silence strengthens the walls of your internal sacred fortress today. Put down the phone and pick up the wisdom of the ages. Replace the noise of the present with the eternal truths of the great masters. Stop feeding the ego's hunger for recognition. When you no longer need to be right in the eyes of others, you become truly, deeply free. Your task is not to fix a rude and broken world. Your task is to keep a steady, firm hand on the rudder of your ship. In the silence of nature, we find the echoes of our own strength. There is no judgment here, only the raw, honest reality of being alive. Every moment spent in intentional silence is an investment in your future self. You are cultivating a garden of peace that will survive any external winter. Look at yourself and know that you are enough. You do not need the noise of the world to confirm your value or your chosen path. The slave and the emperor stand together on the peak of history. They were bound by the same philosophy, that silence is an untouchable human power. Across centuries, their message remains clear. The world will always scream, but you have the choice to listen only to the quiet voice of reason. Let your silence be your steel shield. When the world rages, you will find sanctuary within. This is the authority that no one can ever take. True healing comes through discipline. Master the art of absolute silence, and you will master every vibration of your life with grace and profound internal strength. Now, go forth. Do not speak of your philosophy. Embody it. Be the silence that commands the storm. Master your world without saying a single word.